They're dangerous. They've been killing everybody in town. Very real. It's all over the news.
I am probably going to lose a few of you with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway because it needs to be said. Zack Snyder does not deserve 1/17th the vitriol that he receives on the daily from film snobs and true comic book fans TM, and I refuse to pretend otherwise.
This is your opinion, and this is where it belongs. Have a good day.
Anytime I see someone unironically refer to Snyder as the worst filmmaker of all time ever in the history of cinema, TM, it genuinely makes me laugh because such an asinine statement can only come from somebody who does not watch movies outside of the usual corporate slop being manufactured by Hollywood day in and day out. Believe me when I say you start deep diving down the rabbit hole of indie movies with little to no budget in an age where anyone can make a movie, sure you'll find some gems, sure you'll find some diamonds in the rough, but 99 times out of 100, you're going to end up finding stuff that will make you shake your head vigorously enough to mix margaritas in your mouth. Case in point, today's episode, Angry Asian Murder Hornets.
That is one big pile of shit.
Brought to us by Dustin Ferguson, yes, the very same Dustin Ferguson responsible for the last cinematic abortion we discussed on this series, that being 5G Zombies. Angry Asian Murder Hornets was released on June 5th, 2020, just over a month after the release of 5G Zombies, which came out on May 1st, 2020. If you think that's a quick shoot, consider that Ferguson has roughly 154 directorial credits to his name, starting from as early as 2007, and his IMDb currently lists 14 upcoming projects in various stages of development.
Oh, you better be joking.
This guy is such a massive content factory that he makes Disney and Netflix look like slackers. But what is Angry Asian Murder Hornets about? You know how 5G Zombies followed the conspiracy theory that 5G cellular signals were causing COVID and modified it so that they were instead creating zombies? Well, Angry Asian Murder Hornets follows a similar path. In this movie's case, the story goes that the Chinese have genetically modified the murder hornets native to Asia, creating swarms of winged killing machines that have made their way to the States. Following this basic setup, you get a series of semi-related vignettes, loosely stitched together to form something sorta kinda not really resembling a movie. Like 5G Zombies, this movie was shot during the COVID lockdowns, meaning that the actors handled their own cameras, I assume with the sound equipment built in so they wouldn't have to futz around with secondary audio recording. Unlike 5G Zombies, however, the bulk of this movie is not filmed in vlog form. Instead, we jump between a guy whose douchebag brother is pestering him while he's trying to cook hot dogs on the grill for his daughters, a scientist researching the murder hornets, and some randos which we will never know long enough to give an ounce of a shit about. This movie is 65 minutes long, and the only reason it even is that is because, number one, this movie is framed as a B flick being showcased on an Elvira's Movie Macabre-style TV show, complete with an intermission at the 39-minute mark, and a post-credits outro. Oh, and the credits themselves, which could have been wrapped up in less than 2 minutes, drag on for roughly 8. Number 2, there are extensive sequences of characters just walking. No action, no conversations, just walking. Accompanied by the most Timu John Carpenter score I've heard in a long-ass while. And these scenes go on for so long that they almost give the opening credits for Birdemic a run for its money. Speaking of Birdemic, the visual effects are pretty much on the same level. After Effects level swarms and occasional gifs of hornets hovering in place when they're supposed to be attacking people. The acting quality is practically the same level as well, with the cast composed of several of the same people seen in 5G Zombies. The only difference is that Birdemic has the benefit of being a sincere effort. James Nguyen actually believes in his concept and genuinely wants people to take it seriously despite it being a well-established meme. Ferguson, on the other hand, seems to only be interested in pumping out as many movies as possible. Quality be damned. The final verdict on Angry Asian Murder Hornets: spend your 65 minutes on something constructive, like exercising, or reading, or watching anything else. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of this review. Have you seen Angry Asian Murder Hornets? What did you think of it? I'd love to know down in the comments section below, and if you want to see more reviews like this alongside riffings, live streams, and gameplay content, like my upcoming playthrough of Battlefield Hardline this coming Monday, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help the channel out in a more personal way, you can become a YouTube member for just $1. It's purely optional. There is no pressure on you to join because your views alone are enough to keep me going. If you're interested in pulpy, character-driven, action-packed narratives, you can check out my ongoing Wattpad novella, The Springfield Snatching. The link is in the description box below. I've got more content coming down the pipeline, but until then, I will catch you in the next one.